For the first time in almost 20 years, a comprehensive study is showing the extent of the housing crisis in South Carolina. Research from the group SC Housing has revealed several key findings, like South Carolina has the highest eviction rate in the nation. The average renter cannot afford a basic two-bedroom apartment in 41 out of 46 counties, and thousands of people experience homelessness on a nightly basis. According to HUD, in order to rent a two-bedroom apartment without spending more than 30% of your income, you'd have to make $17.27 an hour. The average South Carolina resident only makes $13.25 an hour. The study also shows this housing crisis is costing taxpayers statewide $8.4 billion a year. So what's the solution, since this is where the conversation starts? J.R. Berry and Dr. Brian Grady, the Chief Research Officer with South Carolina Housing, take it from here.
Okay, Darcy, thank you so very much. Brian is joining us tonight to talk more about this issue. And Dr. Grady, let's talk about the numbers. What do they show about affordable housing in South Carolina right now?
Well, the numbers are pretty sobering, honestly. About a quarter of renters statewide are severely cost-burdened, which means they spend more than half their income on rent and utilities. We have the highest eviction rate in the country, and a number of communities like St. Andrews, it's the highest eviction rate of any place in the country for a place of its size. Yeah, absolutely. Homelessness is an issue. 1 out of every 60 children, public school students in the state of South Carolina doesn't have a stable place to live. They're homeless or severely housing insecure. Sort of the big number that comes out of the study is $8.4 billion. And $8.4 billion is the amount, if you add up basically the amount of spending that households cannot provide for basics, food, fuel, clothing. If you add that up, you get $8.4 billion. That's money that would go into the state's economy because it would be spent on essentials, but it basically means that money is either public spending, private charity, or personal deprivation.
Let me ask you what can be done about the lack of affordable housing. Right now, what can be done in South Carolina?
Well, I think where we're at is we need, SC Housing can't do it alone. This report is titled Beginning of a Conversation, and that's because it's going to take work from other policymakers at the state and local level. We're going to need to see engagement. We're going to need to see matching funds brought to the table. One of the things that SC Housing is definitely advocating for is House Bill 3998, which would be a state tax credit that would produce more affordable housing in the state of South Carolina. So that would be a great resource for the Senate to take up next year. Are
there any resources available right now for people who are struggling to keep a roof over their head?
There are, certainly. One resource that we have as the authority, we have schousingsearch.com. So that provides a listing of affordable housing projects that we're involved with. There's also local housing authorities. There's vouchers available in waiting list spots for vouchers in some places. There's a lot of resources out there, but we're certainly trying to do what we can to get permanent affordable housing built in the state of South Carolina.
All right, Dr. Brian Grady, a very interesting subject. Thank you so very much for your time.
Absolutely.
All right, and you're a Tar Heel. Go Gamecocks this weekend, but go Tar Heels for you as well.
It'll be a good game.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment.